I was thinking about is garbage. I'm only happy when it rains.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you were talking about garbage like floating down the street or like
Trash.
ending up in your backyard or something.
Trash. Have you guys seen Toy Story 4?
No.
So
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. I watched it for the first time last night with Forky. And Forky's like, trash. I'm trash. I need to be in the trash. He kept trying to trash himself.
It was a plastic fork?
Yeah, because it was Bonnie's new toy that Woody helped.
I think he was made from the trash, so he
pulled
just
him out
wanted
of the
it.
trash.
Yeah.
And he was like,
So he keeps saying trash. And Woody's trying to get him to not go into the trash.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm trash. And he was like, well, you're trash too, right? You're Bonnie's trash. Anyway, you have to watch it.
A fork. Kids want to play with plastic forks.
Well, do you want me to explain the movie?
Nope.
Are you sure? It's
Don't
very
care.
touching.
It
was Bonnie's kindergarten orientation, and she was nervous because she couldn't take any of her toys with her. But Woody snuck into her back because he's that type of dude. He's super supportive. And he was like, hey, girl, here's some trash. Make yourself a toy. And then Forky.
Who said make yourself a toy?
It was more of a silent message. Anyway, all right, okay.
Not at all.
Definitely not.
Nope. Not interested.
Definitely not. So, guys, we're in California, and all hell's breaking loose.
It really isn't. It's just raining and windy.
Tropical storm 2023, and we just had an earthquake.
I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything. I felt a tiny sway.
I was in the bathroom washing my hands, and I get an alert talking about earthquake just happened. And I was like, what?
So yours said it just happened or it was coming?
It said it just happened. It said earthquake. Hold on. I screenshot
The alert was scarier than the actual.
Right.
It said
Exactly.
stop everything you're doing. Take cover now. And it was like,
something like
what?
that. It said earthquake detected. Stop, drop. Yeah. And I was just like, what the no. I don't feel nothing.
How dare you alert me of danger?
How dare you try to tell me what to do?
And then it was weak sauce.
I did not feel anything. I felt nothing at all.
I felt nothing. All right.
I'm dead inside. I feel nothing.
Obviously, we're back, and we have a guest with us again. Producer Peep. Wah, wah, wah.
Hi, guys. Girls.
Everybody.
Hello.
I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this is Book of Lies, the podcast.
It's Bolt Bitches.
Wah, wah. Okay, so it's August. Did we release an episode this month?
Yeah.
We did. So it was this month.
Was it this month?
It was this month. It was like the first week of the month. Okay. The first day. Yeah. All right. So we're on top of it, guys. We're here. Trying. We're here for another episode.
Trying.
School has started.
Yeah.
I was beat as fuck on Friday. I was just like dead.
Why?
Because it was our first full week, and I was just exhausted. I was tired. I was just really tired, a little run down. And then I feel like everybody's still having birthday parties and
still.
There's like August.
Why did you say still?
Because we went to a birthday party yesterday.
Right.
I feel like summertime is birthday party time. But it's still happening.
And like everybody's birthday's not in the summer.
I'm just gonna start saying no to stuff.
I always say no to stuff, so that's fine.
Okay.
I have no problem saying, nah, probably not.
Nah, probably not. Okay.
Maybe, and then it's just no.
Well, we're surviving. We're in the high desert. We're not flooding. But if anyone is
there, I mean, the news, at least the LA news, is like, oh yeah, everyone should stay home. But I mean, there hasn't been any like major damage yet. But we've still got a whole like 12 hours to go. It's supposed to stop raining, I think, at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so it's probably not going to rain tomorrow then?
It says it's not going to rain tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Well, it said like from 5 a.m. Let me see. Let me show you this weather.
Show me the weather. It's not sweater weather no more. It's wetter weather.
So it's supposed to rain until 5 a.m. Yeah, and then the sun's coming out. It's supposed to be 80 tomorrow.
The storm's supposed to dip out, huh?
Yeah, look.
All right.
There's like a 24% chance tomorrow of rain.
All right.
So,
cool. What are we talking about?
Cool. What are we talking about?
What are we here for?
Today, we're talking about Anthony Tino DeAngelis and the soybean oil scandal, or the salad oil scandal.
Salad oil?
Yeah, because, I guess salad was made of soybean. So salad dressing.
I had no idea.
Soybean oil. Yeah, most dressings have a soybean oil base. You don't look at the ingredients.
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like mayonnaise is a soybean oil base.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Let us know. Was his name Angelo?
Angelo, who went by... no, not Angelo. Anthony, who went by Tino.
Oh, okay.
DeAngelis. This happened in the 60s, of course. But, so... Anthony Tino DeAngelis was born in 1915 in the Bronx.
Damn.
From New York.
He's a survivor, huh? I feel like that's like when I think of 1915 New York, I'm thinking gangs of New York. I'm thinking Great Depression.
It wasn't the 1900s, was it? I feel like Gangs of New York was more like the 1800s.
I don't know.
When did the Irish migration happen? Because that's like around that time when people didn't want Irish people working for them, or they would have signs on their stores and shit that said no Irish.
I don't know history.
All right then. Crazy. That's great.
If you guys know, send us an email, bookofliespodcast@gmail.com. And we'll send you stickers if you get it right.
If you get it right. if we Google it and you're correct.
Send us the Google page. Screenshot that shit.
Yeah. So he was born in 1915 in the Bronx. He left school to work for a butcher in the meat market, or in a meat market. And he worked his way up at the Adolf Goebel Company. That's a really Nazi sounding name.
Yeah, it sounds super Nazi.
Adolf Goebel. He worked his way up to becoming the president of the company in 1949, but it went bankrupt, and of course, there was a scandal in 1952, and so...
This is the meat company?
Butcher? Yeah. The company, after he became the president in 1949, the company went bankrupt in 1952 because of a scandal.
Was he...
that involved overcharging the United States government $31,000 at the time, which is now equal or equivalent to $274,000 for substandard food. So basically, he was providing or selling the U.S. government trash food.
And then overcharging them for it.
Right.
Damn.
So instead of just, doing something else, he goes and starts another fucking company. And it's called Allied Crude Vegetable Oil Refining Corporation. And he started that company in 1955.
I don't want crude in any business name that's providing food.
Allied Crude Vegetable Oil. Well, I mean, oil, crude oil, vegetable oil. Yeah, I don't know.
Pass.
So the company mainly exported U.S. soybean oil, shortening, and other related products. And that's how they made their money. But of course, that's not enough for some people who are greedy and will do anything to get money. So in the 60s, he collateralized the company's substantial soybean products inventory, and he obtained loans to buy oil futures. So, of course, some people with shady, business practices will do things to inflate prices and things of that nature. So, after buying these oil futures, he wanted to corner the soybean oil market, and he drove up the price, raising the value for both his futures and underlying commodity positions. And he was funded mostly by American Express. They provided the largest number of loans to his company. And so,
Okay, so question. So futures, oil futures, just any kind of oil. Was it soybean oil?
Yeah, soybean oil, like food oil products.
Okay. All right. And so he's like, yeah, I've got all the food bean oil stuff, so I'm going to charge you guys.
We have some. That's basically what it was. We have
Buco
some.
bucks.
Let's see if we can get more money than what our product is actually
Worth.
and more money than how much product we actually have.
Okay. Lies, lies, lies.
Right. So they don't state when it started happening, but at some point during the company's existence, they began to falsify records to get more loans. Right?
Like you do.
Like you do. They were claiming that they had more soybean oil product than they actually had in their storage. And of course, being the good loan company that they are, American Express they have inspectors come and see, is this true?
Right.
Are you guys, walking, what is that? What do they say? Walking the talk, whatever. Yeah, that's a phrase that people say. But so they go, they do their inspections. They don't see anything wrong with, what's going on. However, what they were doing was using science to make it look like they had more oil than they had.
Fake oil?
Well, oil floats on top of water.
Bastards.
And so, in their vats, they're not going into the vats to see what's down there, what's in there. They're not sticking buckets down into the bottom to see if there's actually water in there or anything, right?
We were supposed to invest in a lock, and we have not done that yet, but we did get new microphones and things of that nature, so I like to pick and choose my battles. But every time I go to Home Depot, it falls out of my head to buy a lock for that door. And it's kind of time.
Yeah.
I apologize. Go ahead. Continue. So they're fucking using science, floating oil on top of water to make it seem like they have more inventory than they do.
Yeah, they just put water in the vats, and the
up.
water sinks to the bottom, and there's oil on top. You can't see the water because it's not a clear, clear storage unit or whatever.
That's very sneaky. I like how you're like, they used science, because I guess that is science. Huh?
It is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, one day, a whistleblower is like, hey, these guys are fucking around. You guys are being duped.
I wonder
why someone becomes a whistleblower?
why they call it a whistleblower.
Because they blow the whistle.
And they're like, hey, you guys are up to shady shit.
Right.
But it's just like, people are human beings, and it's like, you're not doing this adequately. You're lying about it. You're getting over. I love that, there's...
Some people have consciences.
Exactly. A part of humanity that has a conscience.
Exactly.
And that is walking the walk and talking the talk, I guess, or whatever. Making sure people are doing that.
Walking the talk.
Walking the talk?
Yeah, that basically. So American Express went back and they were like, oh, we see what you're doing.
Let's dive into the bottom of those vats.
Right. So they were discovered, and the scandal began. So on November 19th, 1963, Allied Crude Vegetable Oil and Refining Corporation, they filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, shit.
Because they're not getting any more money because they're scamming lenders, and some other shit, happened because you basically fucked up the market. Soybean oil futures declined by more than 20% after this happened. I don't know, I don't follow oil futures or any futures.
From 1960s? You don't follow them?
Not at all. So,
So, okay, who are they selling their oils to? Just to manufacturers?
Manufacturers, exporting. They were exporting oil.
Okay. Soybean oil.
Salad oil. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tino filed for personal bankruptcy, which basically left American Express, out of some money because he
filed for bankruptcy.
He had no, the loans basically were bad. So they decreased, American Express's market value decreased because it weakened Wall Street firms, and it contributed to some financial chaos that happened right after the Kennedy assassination. So, shit just started to spiral. Basically,
Was
it
that
started
the
to
depression?
snowball.
Was that the depression, or was
No, that was not the depression.
it was the 1920s, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry.
The events that happened following this bankruptcy were the liquidation of Ira Hought and Company, which I guess was another Wall Street firm, a result of customer margin calls in the wake of the Allied scandal, as well as it forced the merger of the brokerage J.R. Williston and Bean with a rival firm. So, hey, let's get together so we don't have to file for bankruptcy kind of thing.
Do we know what he was doing with the money?
Probably fucking around.
In the 60s, living his best life, drinking, like, what do they drink? Scotch and, like, fancy flapper dresses and nice suits and watches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, see here, I've got some money. Come with me. Let's go. Hang out. You're a good-looking dame, right?
Yeah.
He had all the bitches.
Mm-hmm. American Express stock dropped more than 50%.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's so. Again, they fucked up. Cost them about $58 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did it say how much they invested, or do you know how much they invested in?
So I don't know. It doesn't say how much they invested, but they were the major investor.
Okay.
So
They lost the most.
Yeah, they lost the most. And of course, DeAngelis was not going to get away with it this time with his shenanigans. He was convicted of fraud and conspiracy, and he went to prison for 7 years. Was released in 1972.
7 years.
7 years.
That's it.
That's all. I mean, it was the 70s. It was,
Well, I guess, like, these
the 60s.
These people now are getting like 6 years for their fucking fuckery.
Some people are getting no time at all. Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about Jen Shaw. I know she got 6 years.
Oh yeah, well she pleaded guilty. It doesn't say whether or not he pleaded guilty or anything. It doesn't talk about the trial. It just says that he went to prison. So
I did it. It was me.
I did it. This one was a short one because there's not a whole lot of more information about it. But my sources, were Money Week and Investopedia, and of course Wikipedia, because the money websites talk about this type of deal because it involves stocks and shit.
So this is a story that they still talk about.
Yeah, the last thing I saw was dated 2020. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Soybean oil, like what?
Yeah.
Couldn't they just like get more soybean oil? Like, hey, I actually do have some. I had some hiding somewhere.
They were getting soybean oil, but the issue was that they were applying for loans saying they had more than they did.
Okay.
So, if you're going to give me a loan, and I only have, let's say I have, 6,000 gallons, but I'm asking for a loan and I'm leveraging 10,000 gallons.
Fuck.
I'm going to say I have 10,000 gallons, and if you come to inspect my vats, I'm going to make it look like I have 10,000 gallons.
Right, because then it's like, okay, you actually do have this. We could invest in it because we'll definitely be getting our investment back. You're going to be pushing that weight, and they weren't.
Right. And it doesn't say whether or not the people that they were exporting it to were complaining, about watered down oil. I was going to say what? Oil down water. Watered down oil, but, you can tell the difference. Like, you can see if there's water in your oil. So I'm guessing they were just, skimming the oil off the top and exporting it or whatever. And then when they would get more oil, they would just put it back on top of, the oil that was already on top of the water. So.
People will scam you for anything. Like, let's get some more loans. Oh, we don't have any soybean. Let's say we've got soybean oil. That's fine. Weird.
Let's make it look like we have more than we do. So, that's crazy.
What a dick.
And they had to file for bankruptcy. Oh, well.
Is he dead now? He was born in 1915.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, yeah, he'd be like 108.
I don't imagine he's still walking the earth.
Oh, well, you never know.
But he lived, a pretty long life. He got out of prison in 1973, so, born in 1915.
I feel like the last time we talked, a bunch of shit has happened. Like the Lizzo bullshit, the Tory Lanez bullshit.
Prison time. That's what you get.
I think it's funny that these people are like, oh, he's a good guy. Ooh, give him a chance.
Talking about free Tory Lanez.
The fuck? You shot someone.
Exactly. And they're like, there's women talking about, well, he only shot her in the feet. Like, excuse me, ma'am. How would you like to be shot in the feet? Like, y'all act like if that happened to you, y'all wouldn't want this man to be, to serve some time.
Right.
You really are delusional if you think that this man doesn't deserve to go to prison for 6 years.
And he had more shit. He had priors.
But that's not even the point. That's not even the point. You committed a violent crime against a woman.
Yeah.
And for what? For what? What was the reason? Because you're a short little shit. Ooh. You have fucking small man problems. Mm-hmm. And so you have to brandish a weapon to make yourself feel big. That's what that is.
Well, hopefully they'll be sending him back to Canada soon. Like, after he does his time, they're like, all right, we're done with you.
Deportation. Don't come back.
Get out of here. We're done with you.
Don't come back. The gates are closed to you, sir. We don't have time for it. We already have enough of our own damn problems. We don't need a Canadian problem.
We don't need a Canadian problem. So, Brandy, watch anything new lately? I see this now. That do look right, though. I saw them dip it in the stuff and the nudes and...
The nudes.
I'm not mad at it.
Have I been watching anything?
Let me tell y'all about a scam first.
A scam.
So I've been on Instagram and you're seeing all these ladies and they're like, oh my God, all I do is go on my phone in the morning and I make $150 a day.
Yeah.
Download Cash Bingo.
The games.
Solitaire. Yes.
The games, yeah.
And it's like, you guys are lying. Like, all of this imagery is not part of any of those games.
Yeah.
This is not how you win. And y'all need to stop playing with people. Okay? I downloaded Solitaire Cash like a few years ago because I was like, oh, what? Bitches making money on their phones? Okay, why not? No. You have to put money in.
Yes.
And then... that don't mean you're going to get all that money.
There's no guarantee that you're going to win.
There's no guarantee. And it's like, okay, the jackpot is $10, right?
There should be a class action lawsuit.
I think so. Let's do this, y'all. Because then I was on my phone this weekend and I downloaded another one, of course, because I'm a sucker and I fall for advertising. So this time I downloaded, which was it? Was Bubble Arena, which is like a bubble pop thing. But they're like, oh, just put your credit card in. I'm not putting my credit card in. Are you stupid? First of all, if you don't take not Amazon, what's the other one? PayPal, we can't be friends.
Yeah, or even like Cash App. That's why I use Cash App on Temu. I don't use my credit card.
Oh, that's smart.
Because, people are like, oh, my information was stolen off of Temu and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah.
But the imagery is fake. Like when you're looking at an advertisement, it's like, oh, these images are for advertising purposes. But you're really playing on people's emotions who think they're going to be making $150 a day on a fucking game app on your phone. It's not going to happen. But I've been seeing a lot of them because I clicked one. So now all it's doing is sending those advertisements to me. Oh, PayPal, I'm making all this $4,000, $5,000 cash out. Lies. Lies. I play the $1 ones. And guess what I win when I come in first place? $2.
Oh, you win? Well, okay.
No. Let's start that class action lawsuit.
Yeah. Because there are people who don't, they don't read the fine print. They don't realize that they're putting their credit cards in and they're buying, what do they call it? Like, it's not even, they're buying like what? Not points.
Well, it's dollars. Like you're putting dollars into the bank. So then you could play the money games And then some of the money games, it's like, oh, $115. But if you actually pay attention and see how many people are playing, it's between you and 50 other fools.
Yeah.
And there's only like 3 spots.
Yeah. And then you have to split it among,
the winners.
So yeah. It's a trick. It's a trap. And unfortunately, they're playing on people's ignorance.
Yeah. And it's all on Instagram. So who even knows who they're like advertising to?
Yeah. And you're supposed to be 18 or older to be able to.
One time it did ask me. It was like, are you 18? I was like, yeah. And it was like, okay.
Right. And, 18-year-olds are like, they want to make quick money.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this game and win, and I'm going to get this money. No, sir. Mm-mm. No, ma'am.
No.
Pay attention. Stay away from these apps.
Right. Because then it's like, oh, you want to activate this bonus round? You have to put money in.
Yeah.
I'm like, dicks.
Yeah, no.
No. So watch out. I'm putting my name in the hat for the class action lawsuit. So is Brandy. So if you're a lawyer out there, let's get this money. Let's go. Did you say you were
there
watching?
really should be a class action lawsuit.
It's so shady. It's just like very, very, very wrong.
Capitalism. And taking advantage of people who don't know better.
Because people are I'm sure they're just going in there and like, oh, let me just keep trying to play. Oh, I didn't win. Oh, I didn't win. Oh, I didn't win. And it's like.
And now you're out $150 or whatever. Yeah.
That sucks.
I was talking to somebody. I can't remember who it was. And they were like, yeah, I dropped like. I want to say they were like $3,000. Like they just kept putting money in
a game,
expecting to win. It might have been at a casino. I feel like it was on one of those. It was on one of these money for to play apps. I just can't remember which one it was, and I was just like, oh, how could you do these? Like what do you get out of it? You're trying to win your money back. That's what they were doing. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, but you do it at a casino too. But you do it at a casino knowing full well that your odds of winning are less than what. What are your odds of winning at the casino? It depends on what game you're playing. Like if you're playing blackjack, your odds of winning are better than if you're playing roulette.
I love roulette.
Okay. Or craps, you know what I mean?
I love roulette. It's so fun. I just go to drink. Like I don't think I'm going to come home rich. I know my odds are not in my favor. I know they're in the favor of the casino. So I'm sitting down. Bring the waitress, and you come back with 2, honey. Like, she's the one that's getting my dollars. I'm like, here you go, sweetness. Come on back.
Sweetness. Those drinks are so watered down, those free drinks.
That's why you say vodka with a splash of soda.
Is that what you say?
I just get vodka tonics.
But then the
or
water,
a beer.
Like, there's so much
or
ice.
Champagne. Something.
Oh, yeah, get some wine. Order a wine. But the drinks, and then they're the small ones.
That's why I said come back, sweetness.
Come back, sweetness.
That's why you tip them so they come back.
I do tip them, but they take for fucking ever. By the time they're like on their way back, I'm already wanting to leave that game that I'm at.
Get 2. So can you bring me 2?
Bring me 4.
And then, I get it. Like when you're at like the slot machines, and you make an order, and then you're like, she's never coming back.
Yes. I'm like, dang, what's happening
never coming back. That's why you play at the tables, because I feel like the drinks are like $12. It's ungodly. It's just like, hey, I have to win some way, and I'm going to play roulette, and y'all are going to just feed me alcohol. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
When she brings you the one drink, you order the next one.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, don't come back here.
Keep coming.
Keep them coming, honey. And she's like, okay, like, here's $1. Here you go.
Here's $1.
Here's a chip. Give him a chip.
Yeah.
Preston knows what to do.
If you have a chip. Some people don't go and just get chips automatically. They go and they put their cash in the slot machine.
Oh, I'm talking about the table.
Yeah, I know. You're talking about the tables.
What I'm saying is the odds of you getting a drink are better at the tables than at the slot machines.
Yeah.
That's why you have to go early when the tables aren't too expensive. And then you
have to go like on a weekday. You have to go on a Wednesday.
Well, I could just buy myself a bottle of alcohol and just hang out at my house. But,
exactly.
But when in Vegas, do what you do. Oh, Bloody Marys. Vegas has the blessed Bloody Marys.
I really would like a Bloody Mary. Like right now.
I've got vodka and I might have Bloody Mary mixed, and I have green olives.
I really would enjoy a Bloody
I've got
Mary
some
right
limes
about
too.
now.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Did you tell me what you were watching or no?
I was trying to think of what I was watching.
You know what movie
Or
I
what
watched
I had watched.
that I haven't seen in a while? In Time with Justin Timberlake and
Oh, yeah. I forgot the name of that movie.
Amanda Seyfried. It was on one of the channels, and I was like, let's give this a whirl.
There's another movie that like has the same premise that I was like, oh, this is just like that one, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I forgot the name of that movie. I haven't seen that in a long time, with Matt Bomer and was it Matt Bomer, the one who gave his life to, or was it?
I don't know
Cillian
his name.
Murphy.
The Murphy guy is the timekeeper. He's the cop that's chasing them.
Right. Okay.
And then maybe the guy was the guy because he looked very familiar.
And Olivia Wilde. I think it was Matt Bomer.
Okay, Olivia Wilde is the 50-year-old
The
mom.
mom. Yeah.
That was messed up. I was like, how y'all do that to her? Like, come on now. She got 2 hours. The bus is 2 hours. The walk is 2 hours. She's not gonna make it. It was so emotional.
You were emotional.
He's running to his mom.
He's trying to get to his mom.
She's running for time, and he's like, well, fuck y'all, motherfuckers. It's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, he got his time from Matt Bomer. I believe that's who it was.
That's probably who it was. But, I mean, that's a pretty good movie. Like, it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
It might have been on Netflix. It was on one of those things.
Yeah.
I got real emotional just thinking about her jumping into Justin Timberlake's arms
And dying.
and dying. She timed out. It was like, what?
Yep.
Anyway,
But no, let's see. What have I watched? Because you keep interjecting on my thoughts.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I started rewatching stuff. Actually, Animal Kingdom and Psych.
I didn't finish Animal Kingdom.
Oh, girl, that last episode, I was like, what?
And that was it?
It's done.
5 seasons or 4?
It's 5.
I only watched to season 2, so I haven't seen
You need to watch it all.
Okay.
Watch all of it.
Was season 2 when they started doing the back? Because I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen most of it, or a lot of the seasons. And
Season
but they
2.
started doing like one in the back and one like
That was season like a flashback one and
Right.
that was, I think, season. Well, they did that in season 1, but not much. They did like in a couple of episodes. They started doing more flashbacks in season 2. Season 5 shows when they were kids, when the boys were kids, and how the family started, and it's so good. I was like, why didn't they show us this before? And then now it's over, and I'm just like,
I'll have to go back and watch that.
yeah,
It's on Amazon,
good.
right?
It's so good. It's on Amazon.
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 Okay. All right. There. Good job, Brandy. Animal Kingdom. Well done. Uh-huh. I'm going to recommend Toy Story 4. Trash!
Lord.
Trash! All right. Do you have a thumbs up before we sign on out?
My thumbs up is... What would be my thumbs up for this week? I got my oil changed. I guess that's a thumbs up. I did something, that I was supposed to do.
Good job.
So that my car doesn't quit on me. At least not from that.
See, look it. It's advertising. I'm sorry. It's advertising to me on Facebook now. Bingo tour. Win real cash. Look it. Stop it.
Why are you on Facebook?
I don't know. Oh,
Why are you on Facebook right now saying we are doing a podcast?
The earthquake was centered in Ojai.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Ojai. Yeah, no,
So you got your oil changed. You did something you were supposed to do.
Yep, I got my oil changed. And that's about it. I guess, maybe, I don't know. What's your thumbs up for the week?
Cool. That I didn't have to water my plants today.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully
It is pouring.
I'm gonna if it's not raining tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna be pulling weeds because it's the perfect time to pull weeds after the rain. They just slide up and it's just so therapeutic.
Yeah,
It's like
when
butter.
it's soft. Yeah, it's like satisfying.
It's like
to
butter.
get a weed with all the roots.
look at I
They
killed
don't
you.
break off. And you're like, shit, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, those motherfuckers always come back. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. My thumbs up. Oh, so my oldest had a volleyball game and they won.
They won.
And she was you should have seen the press. I got some footage.
She was all
She was
excited.
like, bah! I was like, they have her as like the center.
Falling over in her chair and shit.
I was like, oh my god.
It's like, you need to calm down.
But she had some good plays. I'm very proud of her. Looking forward to her growing into her volleyball athleticism in high school.
Yeah, get a scholarship.
Yeah. Hey, are we having an opening day ceremony? I think I asked Chelsea about this, but for soccer?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a Friday night, and then the starting is Saturday.
Okay, so probably
It's in the works. I don't think we've fully planned it yet, but
Okay. Yeah, that too. Soccer season's up. Soccer momming so hard.
you're the assistant coach.
I am the
Soccer
assistant
momming.
coach as well. Yes, Preston. That is true.
We definitely missed you because they were not paying attention.
Coach Denny, I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something, Coach Denny. Come. I'm like, what is it? Blue. I'm like, cool.
You guys have more patience because I'm like,
or
can y'all just go and practice?
they come up in there. I have a game we can play. And we're like, how about we play this game first, and then we'll see about your game.
I'd be like, hey, do you guys want to go home? Because obviously you don't want to practice today.
I'm like, when they do that, oh, can we do this? Like, let's listen to Coach Preston first, and then we'll talk about your game. Okay, like it's just like not misdirection, but redirection.
Yeah.
Lots of redirection
Redirect
and
them.
just clowning around with them to make them behave because these kids ain't got no class, they ain't got no home training. No home training. They act all crazy.
6 and 7-year-olds, their attention span's really small.
Yeah,
It
like
really
little
is.
goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, we're gonna kill them this year. We're gonna kill them, right, Preston? We're gonna
Yes.
kill them. We're gonna kill them. We're not gonna kill them. We're just kidding. Okay.
Kill the
Hey,
children.
I forgot to say hi to you guys, listeners. Thank you guys for listening.
I forgot.
It's the end of the episode, but thank you for being here. If you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe. Come on back. You can follow us online on X. What the fuck? Like, Twitter. That's what it is.
My thing says X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm like, whatever.
You are so lame, sir. But you can follow us there at Book of Lies Pod.
Elon needs to go to space and not come back. That's what he
Instagram
needs.
and or Facebook at Book of Lies Podcast. Patrons, we bought new mics and equipment. Thank you guys for your support.
Just be like Dr. Manhattan and go stay on the moon.
Thank you for listening. And if you want to support the podcast, meet us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Book of Lies Podcast. We've got tiers, we've got content, we've got all the things. So come through.
Oh, yeah, we need to do another tea time.
We do need to do another tea time.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
It's tea time.
It's tea time. All right. So, I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And today we have with us.
Oh, Preston White.
Yes. And this was Book of Lies, the podcast.
It's Bolt Bitches.